This is what the Los Angeles Rams need to do in the 2024 NFL Draft. Ryan Wilson and Josh Elwood from With the First Pick podcast here to give you an ultimate mock draft for the team that finally has a first-round pick in the Sean McVay era, and they pick at 19th overall. All right, let's jump into the old NFL mock draft database simulator. Going to pick 19, and let's see what we're going to do here. Because they lost Aaron Donald. I mean, that's the first thing you have to talk about in the middle of that defense. So I would, and there he is, Byron Murphy the second is sitting right there. Do we need to overthink it? Do you want to address any other needs, or should we just replace Aaron Donald with? That's a lot to put on the young man, but I think Byron Murphy can handle it.
Yeah, I like the player. I think it's reasonable value at this stage in the first round, so I'm good with it.
All right, let's go. We have 50 picks to get through, so let's make it simple. Byron Murphy, come on down. Next up, pick 52. Man, Sean McVay actually has to pay attention to the draft this year to trade away all those picks. All right, so they've added Jonah Jackson, the left guard from Detroit. They have added Colby Parkinson, the tight end from Seattle. And they haven't done a whole lot else. They got Cam Curl, Darius Williams, and then they have to fill a bunch of needs. Jimmy Garoppolo, if that floats your boat. So at 52, what are you thinking here? Cornerback has been a consistent need, it feels like. They have Darius Williams, who they signed, I just mentioned. They have Kobe Durant. The nickelback is Quentin Lake. I don't know if that's the direction you want. Oh, Mikey Sanders still sitting there. TJ Tampa sitting there. Max Melton is sitting there. Chris Abrams-Drain is sitting there.
Yeah, and our next pick isn't until 83. I am intrigued by the idea of taking Chris Braswell, the edge rusher from Alabama, to pair him with Byron Young, just so he's not getting isolated as much with somebody reliable on the other side.
Yeah, they had a great draft last year. Chris Braswell hasn't flown under the radar, but the talk has been about Dallas Turner. So let's take Chris Braswell here, producer Harry, and get to pick 83. Two more defensive guys, which is hysterical. All right, this player's not going to be there. And we should have taken him in the first round in retrospect. But go to wide receivers real quick, just for giggles. All right, Ladd McConkey isn't there because I wanted to put Ladd McConkey on this team so bad. That team would be unstoppable with Puka and Cooper Kupp. All right, 83 here. Right guard that just re-upped Kevin Dotson. They have Rob Havenstein, right tackle, Alaric Jackson, left tackle. I mean, you could look at the tackles, but none of these guys are going to come in and start right away. Amaganji's there out of Yale. Any direction you want to go here in particular, Josh?
I think the two I would want to go corner if there was a good option available.
All right, let's see what we got. I got Chris Davis-Fraser. Kyrie Jackson I like a lot as a long corner. I don't know where you are on him. Kalen Carson I don't love quite so much as high, or Kalen King, or Renardo Green for that matter. But what are your thoughts?
Yeah, Chris Abrams-Drain would be towards the top of the list. Michael Hall Jr., Mason Smith, a couple more names that I would probably consider. So I'll let you make final decision.
Yeah, let's go with Chris Abrams-Drain. He feels like a Rams cornerback in the Kobe Durant sort of physicality, undersized physicality mode. All right, 99, the next pick.
Couple of guys still there. We just talked about.
Magaji's still there. Is that as high as you can go? Oh, Mason Smith's still there. There you go. Sorry. Got you, Harry. Thank you. So last year they had Kobe Turner, who our buddy Rick Spielman had to eat crow on that one because he wasn't a huge Kobe Turner fan. He still contends that he can't play the run. I think Mason Smith plays the run a little better. Should we add some depth there?
Yeah, I'm good with that.
All right, Mason Smith, come on down. So 4 picks, 4 players on defense. Hey, Harry, let's hit the old running back button just for fun. Because they have Kyron Williams. When he got banged up, they went with Ronnie Rivers. But, Ray Davis. Isaiah Davis I like as well. Is this too rich for Ray Davis?
154, I don't think it's too rich at all. I think he
Would you consider running back here?
Senior Bowl. Yeah, I mean, looking at the depth chart, you got Kyron Williams, Ronnie Rivers, as you said. So none of those guys really get me excited. I don't know if Ray Davis is the guy either. But they have had some injuries there, so it's kind of a tough decision.
Let's look at safety real quick because I want to see what's best available. I like Tyke Smith. I do like Taylor Dimerson. He's a little undersized. I like James Williams, so he got to the Senior Bowl and decided he couldn't run. That didn't make me feel a lot better. I loved his tape. All right. What do you feel better about? Offense, defense? You want to go defense one more time? Is that what you're just going to keep going defense?
Yeah, go back to the best available again real quick.
Will Shipley's up there. Luke McCaffrey, Eichenberg. Linebackers, they have Rosenboom and Ernest Jones, who's a baller.
Yeah, let's go with Taylor Demerson. Give him a little bit more depth at safety there. And now we're 5 for 5 on defense.
Yeah, let's keep hope alive here. All right, we're halfway through. Man, the Rams went crazy. They didn't have a pick for 155. All right, let's take Ray Davis. We're not going to mess around. We got all these picks. Let me ask you before you hit the button. Oh, he hit the button already. Sean McVay turned the card in already. That's all right. I was going to ask you Ray Davis or Will Shipley. I think Ray Davis is the answer. All right, so we have defense plus Ray Davis. Now we're back up at 196. Jalen Simpson's a player I like. Joe Milton, no. Dallin Hooker is a Holker, excuse me, the corner, the tight end out of Colorado State. I actually like him a lot. He feels like a Rams tight end.
Yeah.
So Higbee's coming off the leg injury. They have Hunter Long. They drafted Davis Allen last year, who got some run. Maybe they don't need a tight end here, but I don't know. Do you consider it or not? Oh, you know what?
Yeah. I would. Okay,
let's do it.
Sure.
Let's take Holker here. He's a good player. All right, next up, 4 more picks. Gone back-to-back offense. All right, so best available, Curtis Jacobs plays linebacker. I thought he had a better 23 than 22. Eric All's a tight end. We don't need him because we just took one. Xavier Thomas gives you a little edge rush juice. He's an older player. Dwight McLaughlin's a cornerback. He's a bigger corner. He doesn't really feel like he fits what the Rams like to do. Christian Boyd and Brennan Jackson's edge rushers. Anything in defensive lineman? Anything stick out to you, Josh?
Yeah, scroll back up real quick, Harry, please. So Xavier Thomas and whoever Brandon Coleman would be the two that I would consider here. We haven't taken an offensive lineman yet, so if you want to build out some depth along that unit, Coleman gives you a little flexibility.
Let's do that. Brandon Coleman it is. Good call. All right, 3 more picks. Curtis Jacobs is still there, so that works out. And Xavier Thomas is still there. You want to add some situational pass rush help with Xavier Thomas?
Yeah, I'm good with that.
I think Xavier was a former 5-star at one point. He battled injuries in Clemson. He was in the mixes in the first round conversation several falls ago. All right. What pick is this, Harry? I'm sorry. Just his pick. All right, 2 more, 217 and 254. Make them count, Josh. Christian Boyd's still there. They're going to end up trading some of these picks, I think, because you can't have 15 guys make the roster, but there's still some names here that could help your football team.
Yeah, we've taken 2 defensive tackles.
Yeah,
what haven't we taken at this point is the only thing when you have 11 picks.
So we have Stetson Bennett and we have Jimmy G on the roster behind Matthew Stafford. We don't need depth there. We haven't taken a wide receiver yet. Not that we need one, but hit the wide receiver button just for fun. Cornelius Johnson's a bigger player. Bub
Means.
I love Bub Means. You take Bub?
Yeah, I think he fits into that group too because he gives you a little bit of that hard-nosed presence. He's going to be a willing blocker in that offense. So I think he fits well.
Yeah, I like it. Good. I mean, look, no disrespect to Ben Skoranek. I like Bub Means' upside more than Ben Skoranek. All right, 1 more pick here. All right, we've taken literally every position. Hit the safety. Oh, we took Taylor Dimerson. Never mind. Sorry, we did that already. We've taken cornerbacks. Hit the long snapper button. Let's give him a present here. All right. Producer Harry, you can pick your favorite long snapper, and that's who they'll take with this final pick, and that'll cement and it is that young man indeed. I'm not going to recap all these picks. You saw us do them in real time. That'll take another 15 minutes. But they start with Byron Murphy. That's a home run. I like the Chris Braswell pick as well. Run on defensive guys before they get to the offensive guys. And, of course, they end it with the long snapper. That wraps up the Perfect Rams draft class. Make sure to subscribe to NFL on CBS on YouTube and download the With the First Pick podcast wherever you get your podcasts. Stay tuned for more Ultimate Mock Drafts because we're hitting all 32 teams.